soon as the word got out that this brother Sean Bell got killed by police, I could already feel the anger all in the air.
Black people need to get together. This is a total injustice. It's not the first time it happened, so I really don't expect anything.
The news reports had already been putting it out there that despite the 50 shots that were fired, no weapon was found in Sean's car. None. But when the cops kept looking for the imaginary gun and then concocted some wild story about a mysterious fourth man in the car that night, the people took to the streets. It wasn't enough that the cops killed my man on what would have been his wedding day and put mad bullets in his two homies. They even went into their neighborhood snatching cats left and right, claiming it was all part of some so-called investigation. They seemed determined to find something, anything to justify those 50 shots.
I don't think the amount of shots fired, given the facts and the circumstances, spells out excessive.
But even New York's outgoing governor, George Pataki, admitted that this one didn't seem quite right.
Obviously, 50 bullets fired at an unarmed individual in New York is excessive force.
When Mayor Michael Bloomberg said the same thing, the NYPD and its union blasted him for it. But was he wrong? 50 shots wasn't excessive force? Back when they shot 41 at Amadou Diallo, the police unions acted like New York finest was not only above making mistakes, but above the law. One of the cops who killed Diallo even had an incident 15 months before where he shot and killed another black man.
I appreciate the support that's been shown today. I'm not guilty of any crimes.
I guess the jury believed that there's nothing wrong with killing an unarmed black man because the 4 cops who put 19 bullets in Amadou Diallo were all acquitted. But something feels different this time around. Like we've had enough.
Long live! Sean Bell! Long live! Sean Bell!
As sad as Sean Bell's story is, the ultimate tragedy is that police brutality is nothing new in the black community. From the plantation overseers splitting brothers back open with the crack of a whip, to the ungodly number of lynchings that took place during the Reconstruction, to the civil rights struggle during the 50s and 60s when black folks across the country finally said no more. In 1985, the Supreme Court ruled in Tennessee versus Garner that using deadly force when a suspect no longer poses a threat is illegal, but some police aren't listening. In February '04, Officer Richard Nery Jr. of the NYPD shot 19-year-old Timothy Stansbury at point-blank range on a Brooklyn rooftop. Timothy's crime? Being on the wrong rooftop at the wrong time. Although Police Commissioner Raymond Kelly himself said that the shooting was unjustified, Nery wasn't charged with the crime. Instead, he was given a 30-day suspension.
What would you have considered justice?
He should have been suspended, fired without pay.
Timothy's mother, Phyllis, says she isn't angry at all cops, but still feels like the system's off balance.
I can't blame everyone for what has happened to Timothy on the era of one police officer.
But did it change your opinion at all, the Justice Department now? Like, I mean, as far as the, the procedures, the court procedures? And
yes, it makes you look at things to say, well, yes, I do look at it differently because of the fact that there's a double standard, okay? You can go out and kill a police officer and get life in prison.
Or the death penalty.
Or the death penalty. But if a police officer kills an innocent, unarmed teen, he gets a slap on the wrist.
Continue to support the efforts on what's going on against police brutality.
I can't begin to imagine Miss Phyllis' pain, but I gotta give it to her. She's a strong woman, and in a way, her son's death has made her even stronger.
See, he goes home every night to his children. My son will never walk through my doors ever again to ask me what's for breakfast, what's for lunch, what I'm gonna cook for dinner.
We had a commander back in the 80s who said to a bunch of rookies, I shot one of them and killed one, and I sleep well at night.